back in the building. Again, let me write this on here. It's gonna be uh, tell me you're crazy. I know it is on the thumbnail. I'm just gonna write it on the chat. I can't even spell. Tell me your craziest story. Oh yeah. Alright, beautiful. How do I do this? Done. Now I can put it over here. And so it does say like a Q&A, but it's not really a Q&A. I just want y'all to see what this is all about. Tell me your craziest story. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful time. Let me do the noise reduction. That way I can get the audio a bit clearer. Again, if you've not yet subscribed, feel free to hit that subscription button. I will go ahead and share with y'all a crazy story. For those who will see this video after the live, that is. So this has been done live, so it's not pre-recorded. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a different type of video. So it might take time for us to get into the meat of everything. But so I was recently looking at, crazy stories on the internet, because since the dawn of the internet, for those who don't know, um, it has allowed us to, I want to say, monumentalize and also reach a wider audience as it relates to, I want to say, who we can actually appreciate the like. Thank y'all for coming through. So since the dawn of the internet, we are now able to share more with a wider audience. So here's a crazy story for those who are on the live. So this was written by a lady. I really don't know her name. Let me say welcome to everybody on the live. So this lady was saying that she was on her shift last night and her husband came to visit her at the restaurant that she was working. She said she served her husband some sushi and it was a funny way to break up her shift. Thank everybody for coming through. So after he left, I was busy bussing the table. She said she was bussing the table, and she took a sip of the Arnold Palmer that she made her husband, or at least her husband left it behind. She looked up and realized a table, I think it was like 3 tables ahead, saw when she slurped the Arnold Palmer, and they were just looking at her like, "What the hell just happened?" You know what I mean? So they didn't know that it was actually her husband. So it looks really weird. Like, why are you drinking from a customer's cup? But for those who are on the live, I want to hear y'all's craziest story. So anybody who has a crazy story, feel free to go ahead and tell us that story. All right. Well, that was really crazy funny. Just imagine you're at a table with your family, but you don't know that your server or your waiter was taking care of her husband or boyfriend, and he left a drink, and then you drank from your partner's drink, only to have the table looking at you like, what the hell did he just do? Yeah, that is really weird. But if you do have a crazy story, I want to hear it. It could be something that it just happened coincidentally. You know what I mean? Because not everything in life is planned. Some things happen from like a haphazard or awkward situation. So if there was an awkward situation that happened to you, I want to hear about it. Thank y'all for the likes. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Is everybody having a great time, y'all? Did y'all have a wonderful Monday? I mean, it is actually 12, so a lot of people, it might be morning for y'all. But if you have a crazy story, I want to hear your craziest story. I'm going to give y'all another crazy story while I wait on y'all to give me yours. So this lady said that she was a lab tech. She said I was a lab tech working at a pharmaceutical research lab, and we ran out of pregnancy tests. I went to Walgreens to buy some home tests, and I needed 5 of them. I was about, she said she was like 8 months pregnant. I was about 8 months pregnant. So just imagine that you go to Walgreens to buy 5 pregnancy tests, and the cashier is looking at you like, what the hell? But they have no idea that you are a pharmaceutical tech and you just run out of pregnancy tests. You know what I mean? So that is a really crazy story. So if you're on the live, I want to hear y'all's craziest story. Let me say welcome to everybody. I want to hear your craziest story. Something that happened that completely blows your mind. Like, how the hell did this happen? And while I'm waiting, y'all, feel free to hit that subscription button, y'all. Thank you so very much in advance. So here's another crazy story, y'all. So this guy says, I worked on a low budget movie that never got finished. For one scene, we needed um, senses, no, we needed scenes, sorry, from the crime. He said it was like a gory, bloody picture they would put up on the board in the police office. Um, I worked with drop. No, sorry. Let me read it again. I worked with this guy didn't write this shit good. He didn't write this shit really good. So I'm gonna try to paraphrase or summarize what he was saying. And I'm trying to paraphrase this for y'all. Give me a minute. What's up, Harris? How you doing? You got a crazy story for me, my friend? Give me that crazy story. This guy didn't write this shit properly, so it really threw me off. That one threw me the hell off, y'all. Threw me the hell off. But if you got a crazy story, I want to hear it. Yeah, all right. Harris has a crazy story, so here we go. I want to say thank y'all for all the likes on the live. Appreciate it so very much. Go ahead with that crazy story, Harris. We want to hear what you got. We want to hear what you got, my friend. After you give me yours, I'll give you one. Alrighty. But thank everybody for coming through. Feel free to hit that like on the live, and feel free to subscribe. But I want to hear y'all's crazy story. Go ahead with that story, Harris. I had walked through flames. All right, while Harris is getting his story ready, here's another crazy story. So this guy is saying that there was a spider in his car. So a spider in my car got me pulled over. That's what he's saying. So he was driving. There was a spider in his car. So he swerved over the road, and the cops saw when he swerved. So they were like, "God, this guy is drunk." Uh, the cops pull him over, and they're like, "Why the hell did you swerve?" And my guy was like, "Bro, there was a big ass spider in my car that frightened the shit out of me." You know what I mean? That is crazy. I remember I was driving. This happened like 4 months ago. I was driving my car, and I kid y'all not. So I'm driving, and out of nowhere, this big ass lizard just dropped on my freaking windshield. You know what I mean? I'm like, the fuck is going on? It's only because I'm not that easily frightened why I didn't like swerve off the road. But I jerked the steering like, shit, what? It was a big ass lizard. I did take a video of the lizard too, because that was like really crazy. I might post it just to show y'all how big the lizard was. But hey, Harris, go ahead with that crazy story, my friend. I want to hear that crazy story. These ones are not as crazy as I was hoping for. Mm-hmm. I think I found some crazier ones than this. But if you got a crazy story and you're on the live, I want to hear that crazy story. Hit me with that story, y'all. I said, hit me with that story. I'm trying to find one while we wait. I don't want anything that's crazy long. Uh, so here's a story. The girl is saying that she posted this before. All right. Well, let me say welcome to the live. Feel free to go ahead and tell me your craziest story. Something that it, it blows your mind. You're like, what the heck just happened? So this girl that wrote this story, It is crazy though. I don't want to call her name. I'm gonna call her Frolic because that's what she said. So she said she actually posted this story before, and she's saying she was hanging out with a guy friend. She's a girl, and they were watching movie. They were watching the movie. I don't know what movie they were watching anyway. She said I fell asleep in the middle of the third. So they watched what, three movies. So she fell asleep in the middle of the third one. She had a hot dream and woke up to my own. Damn. She had a hot dream and woke up to her own orgasm while he sat on the other end of the couch, sporting an erection. God damn. But with both hands up and looking equal parts terrified and horny. I was beyond mortified. He was like, I didn't know what to do. I had actually been dreaming about him and didn't know if I'd said his name or not. I got the F out of there, she said, and I have never been so freaking embarrassed or mortified in my life. But after a lot of pushing him and me being embarrassed, we ended up dating, and then they've been together now for like a year. So that is really crazy. You're watching a movie with your friend, and you fall asleep. You have an orgasm because you're dreaming about the person that you're watching the movie with, and he is there noticing how you're operating while you're dreaming. God damn, bro, that is weird shit, people. That is weird, weird, weird shit. If you got a crazy story for me, y'all, go ahead and give me that crazy story. But that is weird shit. It is even weirder that they even started dating. You know what I mean? Damn, that is a weird way to start a relationship, y'all. That is a very weird way to start a relationship. But thank y'all for coming through, y'all. If you got a crazy story, I want to hear your craziest story. And while I'm still waiting for anybody to give me a crazy story, here's another crazy story. So this person, I think his name is Malthus. Malthus is saying, I was staying over at a friend's cottage in the country with my girlfriend, which is now his wife. A bunch of my friends were there as well, male and female, but we got to the spare bedroom because we were a couple, so they got the spare bedroom. We all went to bed. After about 20 minutes, the bed we were in collapsed. Goddamn, they collapsed shit, making a terrible clatter. Instantly, the whole house erupted in cheers and laughter. Reality. Bed was very, how do you pronounce this word? Rickety? Or rickety. I think that's how you pronounce the word rickety. No one had actually slept in it for a long time, and we were just peacefully resting in the bed when it just collapsed. But of course, everyone assumed that they were screwing. Everybody thought that they were like and broke the bed. So coincidentally, nobody slept in the bed for we don't know how long. But now they just like merely lie down in the bed and the bed broke, and then everybody thought that these guys were definitely screwing. So that is very weird. I mean, it happened haphazardly, but you can't tell people shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody's gonna be like, yeah, they were screwing and they broke the bed. But let me say welcome to everyone. If you do have a crazy story, y'all, I want to hear it. I want to hear your crazy ass story. I know I didn't get the chance to stream Saturday and Sunday. No, I didn't even stream Friday. I think I was busy Friday. I did not get to stream Saturday, Sunday. So I was like, I will not let today pass and I don't turn that live on. You know what I mean? But I'm actually just coming from work for those who are wondering. Just coming from work. A little bit tired, but again, I've made a decision that I'm sticking with, and the decision is I will go live as often as I can, at least for 30 minutes to an hour. But let me say welcome to everybody. I want to hear y'all's craziest story. If you got a crazy story for me, y'all, go ahead and type it in the comments and I'll read that story out for you. Unless you guys want me to bring you up and you can talk the story on the live. I can do that too. Just let me know, however you feel comfortable. But I want to hear your craziest story. Give me your craziest, juiciest story. This one is long. I don't want to do a very long story. So here's another story, which is again a crazy ass story. So let me see if this is written by a guy or a girl. Uh, uh, uh-huh. So this one is funny. So this one is funny. What's going on, Preston? What's up, Dennis? You got a crazy story for me, my friend? If you got one, I want to hear it. So here's a crazy ass story, though. So this is a. Let me say thank you to everybody for coming through. Home keys. Bro, you got nothing to say, my guy. But here's a crazy ass story. So this little guy was in his room, and his mom barged in without knocking, and he's saying that she had a very shocked face. He's like, "What the hell is going on?" She's like, "What are you doing?" But he had the laptop on his belly. He had chocolate in his mouth, and he was watching a YouTube exercise video. But they kept on making noises, and she assumed that he was either jerking off or he was watching porn. You know what I mean? So to this day, they still laugh about it. So that is really crazy. My guy, I can't read that. So let me see. Together we want to the sun. Yeah, I'm trying to read this, but uh, Ahmad, I cannot read that. My guy, I ain't gonna lie, I can't read that. That is. I don't know how to say. I think you're just. I don't know. I don't know if you did Google Translate, but it did not translate that correctly. I can't in any way. What's up, Matilda? I don't know if I said that correctly. How you doing, Matilda? I might call you. Is that a? I'm gonna call you 2016. What's up, 2016? Shit. I guess my eyes are going bad. How y'all doing? I want to hear y'all's craziest story, y'all. Give me your craziest story. It might be a relationship story. It might just be a funny ass story that happened. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to just be around like relationship or anything like that. I want to hear your craziest story. Harris, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if there's any significance to the characters that he was talking about, our characters. It's like, I can't read that shit, bro. I definitely can't read that shit. That is, AKA together we went to the sun's misery or open. I can't read that shit, but that shit is definitely not readable. But I appreciate you for trying though, Ahmad or Ahmed. Appreciate you for trying, but I just can't read that shit. That shit is hard to read. Shit. Damn. This one is crazy, but I really don't want to read it because that one is crazy as shit, bro. God damn. That's a crazy ass story. All right, some of those characters are repeated. I don't know if that has a significance. I mean, yeah, you can type that story in the chat. You can type it in the chat, or I can bring y'all up. How do I do that though? How do I do that shit? I think I have to do it before. Huh. Maybe I have to do it before. I don't know. But you can type your stories in the chat, and I'll read it aloud. You can type it in the chat, and I will definitely read it aloud. Let me say thanks to everybody for coming through. Hit me with your craziest story. Uh, so here we got a story by Dharma. He's saying 4 plus 7 equals, yeah, 11 for sure, my friend. So this happened on Sunday. So Harris has a crazy story for us, y'all. So let's hear Harris out. So this happened on Sunday, which was what? today. So that's recent shit. This is recent shit, y'all. All right, shit is about to get juicy. All right, here we go. All right, so here we go with Harris's story. I just finished dinner. Was playing uh, VR chat with my girl. Alrighty. So Harris is saying I have autism, so this is why it happened. All right, no problem. We're following. We're following. So Harris is giving us his story. Appreciate you for sharing that story, Harris, for sure. So VR chat. I said in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, lion sleeps tonight. So I was helping paint something with my mom. So Harris is saying that this happened Sunday. He just finished doing that VR chat with his girl, and he was doing some painting with his mom. But again, it is significant to know that he is autistic. So it was a bright yellow, so I was overstimulated as fuck already. I got you. I know those moments when I'm overstimulated. I don't know if I'm autistic, I'm not sure, but yeah, bro, sometimes I can get really overstimulated too, my friend. So the bright yellow kind of mess with your brain a little bit. I got you. So we were just chilling, watching YouTube. All right, I'm following. We're following. And for those who are here, Harris is giving us his story. Um, just to backtrack a little bit so y'all can understand what's going on. This is Harris's crazy story, which happened Sunday. Again, he just finished dinner and he was playing VR chat with his girl, and he was helping his mom painting. The paint color was really bright yellow, so it overstimulated him a little bit. And at the time, they were chilling and watching YouTube. So he said he started shaking violently or violently. He started shaking, thinking I'm gonna have a seizure. My girlfriend tries to help me, has a panic attack. Shit. So your girlfriend tried to help you and then she has a panic attack while you thought that you were gonna have a seizure? Shit, bro. That is crazy shit, bro. That is definitely crazy shit. So what did your parents do like within the moment that this was happening? What did your parents do? My cat's messing with me right now. Sorry if it takes a while. Like, oh, you got a cat, bro? That's what's up. That's what's up. I got two cats too, so kudos, my friend. Kudos. I got you. Take your time. Take your time. We want to get to the meat of that story for sure. All right. Let's see if I can find. All right. So they're downstairs. All right. Got you in this. So downstairs at this point in time. Oh shit! You can't find your fidget. Damn. You can't even stand up, bro. Shit. How old are you? How old are you, my guy? I said, take your time. You know what I'm also thinking about, y'all? I'm also thinking about 13 just turned. Oh yeah, 13. That's what's up, bro. Happy belated birthday for sure. Happy belated birthday, my friend. Hopefully, you had a great time for your birthday. But I was actually thinking about for those who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, and if you become a member of the channel, what I will be doing as an incentive is I will be releasing different projects. I'm trying to regulate my breathing. Uh, Take your time and breathe in and breathe out, and definitely breathe through your nostrils. Like, breathe through your nostrils if you're trying to regulate your breathing right now. And think about something that makes you happy, my friend. Let me say welcome to everybody on the live. Think about something that makes you happy while you breathe in and out. In through your nostrils. Oh, not right now. I got you. 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 Let me say welcome to everybody on the live. I want to hear y'all's craziest story. That's what I want to hear, y'all. Give me your craziest story. Also, feel free to hit that subscription button. We do go live very often over here, y'all. Alrighty. So if you got a crazy story, I want to hear it, y'all. I want to hear something juicy tonight. Something that's gonna crack me up, y'all. Something that's gonna make me roll on the floor. You know what I mean? Give me something juicy. So on top of that, I can barely breathe half the time. I got that. So Harris is giving us his crazy story that happened last Sunday. For those who are here and you're new, I'll just recap so y'all can understand what is going on. All right, shit, Harris, but that is somewhat scary, though. I would say that is somewhat scary. To be having what you think is a seizure, and then your girlfriend tries to help you, and then she's having a panic attack while trying to help you, bruh. And then you can barely breathe at the time, bruh. That is definitely scary, my friend. That is scary. That is really scary. So while Harris is giving us his story, I got one for y'all too. I got another crazy story for y'all. Again, I don't know the name of the person that this happened to, but the person says that when I was 5, someone had gotten into my uncle's blue spray paint sitting on his porch, and they had sprayed some of it on the porch. He lined up me, he lined up me and my brothers and checked our hands for any blue and saw blue all over my hands. I frantically tried to explain as a 5-year old that it was from coloring markers from earlier at school, but he had none of it and marched me to my mother to expose me. My mom took a look at my hands and easily identified the difference between blue markers and spray paint and called my uncle an idiot. I was actually so it was actually my middle brother, but he was wearing gloves, so there was no transfer on his hands. I wasn't going to be a snitch to that idiot uncle of mine. So his brother actually was the one that did all the spraying. But because he had the blue markers on his hand from school, they thought that, hey, he was the culprit, but he wasn't. I mean, that's not a crazy story. That's not that crazy. I thought it was gonna be something a bit more juicier. Yeah, nah, I thought it was gonna be way more juicier. That wasn't that juicy, y'all. That was like, eh. So Harris is saying, of course, can't sleep, then surprise panic attack. Shoot, bro. Lasted from around midnight to 4. Damn, bro. So you had a panic attack that lasted from midnight to like 4. That is crazy, my guy. That is really crazy. Just to think about how uneasy you felt in the moment. You know what I mean? That is. But I do hope for future reference, it will not be as bad as it is for you. I don't know, but that's just how I am as a person. You know what I mean? I always try to, I want to say, see the best outcome for others. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. I always want to see the best outcome for others. But I'm really grateful for you, or I'm really grateful that you went ahead and gave me your crazy story. What's up, Mimi? Abby, how you doing? How you doing? Hello, Mimi. It's great to have you again, Mimi. It's definitely a pleasure to have you again. How was your day, or should I say, how was your morning? Because it is actually it's actually midnight for me. I'm not sure what time it is for you, Mimi. How have you been? I said after midnight. Yeah, it is 12:30. I literally just came from work. Like what? I came from work. I'm good. I am doing just right, Mimi. Doing just right. Literally just came from work. As you can see, I'm still in my work clothes. But I've been wanting to go live. But I was busy over the weekend. I had work over the weekend that took me from my regular house to somewhere else. So that way, I I didn't have the I want to say I didn't have all the tools that I needed to go live. So that's what's up. What's up, Kent? Or is it? I'm gonna say Kent, my guy, Kent or Keithan. Keithan. I think that's how you pronounce it, Keithan. What's up, Keithan? Harris is saying yes. I was watching YouTube trying to calm down, being an idiot. Stimulation rather than music. Yes. So whenever you're having a panic attack, you can find really soft music, mellow music that just takes your mind away. You know what I mean? That should definitely help. Where do I live, my guy? I live I live in the United States in a house. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. In a house. But Mimi, I didn't get. I wanted to ask you, Mimi, where are you from? Oh, you're bored? You're bored, my guy? I mean, if you're bored, I will definitely suggest that you get a book and read a book. Read on a topic. Read on a topic. Something that intrigues you. Take a book up and read it. You know what I mean? Oh, definitely, Harris, for sure, my friend. Give it a try next time. I want to say thank you for all the likes on the live. You read a lot. What's your favorite? I want to say genre to read. Are you big on self help or? Oh, you're from Uganda, East Africa. That's what's up, Mimi. Uganda. I have a friend from Uganda. Yeah, he's from Uganda. Yeah, a friend of mine is from Uganda. I mean, I don't want to say I can sing. I can do a little something, something, my friend. Not the greatest singer, but I can do a little something, something, something. Oh, you're from India? No, I was about to mimic the Indian accent, but I felt like that might have come off a little bit wrong, so I'm not going to. But I do love the Indian accent. I got a lot of, not a lot, but I do have a few Indian friends. So you can sing, Harris. Harris can sing. Shit. What's your favorite song to sing, Harris? So anywhere from double bass to high soprano. Ooh. So I can sing soprano for sure. I can do baritone and tenor. Yeah, I can't do bass. No matter how hard I try, my voice is not deep enough to hit that bass. I try, but it's hard. No problem, bro. Keep streaming for sure, bro. For sure. Again, I often tell people that some people are scared to get in front of a camera, um, but they will go and clock in at somebody's work for maybe 8 to 9 hours. If you should spend that time doing something that you like, then you can grow something for yourself. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do right here. You're shy, bruh. I want to say something to you, my guy. And this helped me out because I was a little bit shy when I was younger, but something that really resonated with me, and I think it helped to, I want to say, throw away my shyness, for want of a better phrase, is I look at people as people. Like, They're people just like me. Uh, they get nervous just like I get nervous. Because they're just mere people like me, I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I will go in front of a crowd. If I mess up, I mess up. That's it. I don't care who laughs. You know what I mean? That's just how I do it. Yeah. And then life is too short for you to be shy. Because you can have the greatest gift or talent in the world, and your shyness can block your blessing. So forget about being shy, bro. Everybody who's looking at you, they wish that they can do what you're doing sometimes. You know what I mean? So do it, bro. Do it. If you want to sing, go ahead and sing. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate the likes on the live. I can't see if I have gotten any new subscribers because I still need to figure this shit out. I will, but yeah, appreciate y'all. But if you got a crazy story, I want to hear y'all's craziest story. So I can do like, see all of me loves all of you, of your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. You know what I mean? But I do write my own songs, though. I write my own songs as well as I make beats, I will say. But I'm also thinking, appreciate that. Appreciate that. It is. So my baby's sleeping, so I really can't sing as much as I want. So I had to kind of hold back just a little bit. But I am thinking about for everybody that I want to say becomes a member of my channel. I have a lot of songs that I've written, tons of songs. I'm thinking about um, as an incentive making y'all part owners of those songs. So I'm about to start releasing more music again. Um, some of which I will be singing. Some might be sung by AI. I will say that some might be sung by AI, even though I'm the one writing the lyrics. But I might have AI sing some of the songs. And I'm thinking about making y'all part owners of those songs. That way, you guys can make money down the line from royalties. So, if that is something that you guys want to be a part of, feel free to go and become a member of my channel. So, this will only be exclusive for members of my channel. For every song, I will choose. So, I will go through the channel, see who's a member, and I will text y'all and I will set up everything for you. I will set up your BMI. I will set up your what else do you need? So your BMI, so I can add you as a writer. Um, there's one more that I. There's two more. Your song trust, and there's another one. But you will become part owners of some of the songs that I'm about to write and release. I also mainly play the you play the euphonium for band thinking of trying out for a youth orchestra. Go ahead, bro. Do not limit yourself, Harris. Do not limit yourself. Uh Kenny saying, once I was nervous to sing on the stage in my school, but I finally sang once and I became popular. Yeah, bro. Like that's what's up, bro. Like just do it, bro. If it is a gift that you've been given, just use it. Forget about sometimes you just have to push out outside of your comfort zone. So I tried guitar and keyboard. I have two guitars right now. Let me go grab one of my guitar, y'all. Give me a minute. Let me go grab my guitar. I limit myself because I don't have a band. Oh, Down syndrome. Down syndrome. I like your name for Down syndrome. That shit is funny. Down syndrome. That is funny. You limit yourself because you don't have a band. What I will say, truly, bro, you're inspiring. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. I've I've seen where I've met really talented people, like really talented people, and they get stuck in that shy phase. You know what I mean? And once I help them to get out of that shy phase, then they blew, my friend. And again, the I want to say the world is yours to conquer. The world is yours to conquer, my friend. Definitely. Use what you've been given. I'm about to grab my guitar though. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna disappear for a minute. Y'all don't leave. Appreciate the like. Appreciate the like. Harris is saying, I have a guitar, don't know how to play. Bro, I'm in the same position. I'm in the same position trying to learn how to play my guitar. I'm gonna grab the two guitars that I have. I'm gonna show y'all the guitars that I bought, and I'm struggling. Down syndrome, what's up, bro? Down syndrome. I have a proposal for you. Because you said that you're limiting yourself because you don't have a band. Um, but I have a suggestion to help you out. You know what I mean? I do have a suggestion. Um, but let me grab my guitars. Let me give me a second. Let me grab my two guitars that I have. My red guitar is really sexy. Y'all give me a minute. Let me grab my guitar. Again, I also want to hear your craziest story too, y'all. Do not forget. And thank you all for the new subscribers. Let me grab the two guitars that I have. Let me show y'all. Oh, you know what I should do? I'm just gonna walk with this shit. I'm gonna walk with this shit. That way. Let me walk with this shit. I'm going in the other room, so it might get a little bit dark before I turn the light on. Beautiful, beautiful. I said beautiful, crazy. Let me grab that bad boy. Oh yeah. Don't fall. Do not fall. Mm. Oh shit. I almost fell. I almost fell, y'all. God damn. I'm gonna show y'all the two guitars that I bought. I'm also learning how to play. I'm learning how to play, but god damn, it's really I don't want to say difficult because I don't want to limit my mind because words are a spell, words are a spell, so you gotta speak positive. All right, here we go. Here we go. Uh-huh. One was what? One was like, oh shit, so one of my guitar was $200. I paid $200 for one, and one was for like $700 or $800. And I'm talking US dollars for sure. What's up? That's what Jamie. So you say Jamie? What's up? Oh, Ja, what's up, Ja? Shit, what's up, Ja? Shit, what's up, bro? That's my guy from work. What's up, my guy? Shit, bro. Shit, bro. Shit, bro. So this is it, y'all. This is that shit right there, bro. The case is really nice, dog. This shit is nice. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. I'm gonna open this shit for y'all. I'm gonna open this shit for y'all. I truly like your. Yeah, bro. Never give up, bro. Never give up. So what I'm doing, I'm using Simply Guitar to learn how to play. You know what I mean? Taking my time. Yeah, bro. I promise myself that I will try to stream as often as I can because I want to build my own shit. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. I'm gonna show y'all this baby. This thing is sexy, bro. Shit is sexy. So it is both electric and acoustic. This one is electric and acoustic. Oh yeah, look at this sexy baby. Look at this. Ah, look at this. Look how sexy this shit is, bro. God damn. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, this shit is sexy, bro. Again, it is both electric and acoustic. This bad boy is nice. But again, I'm learning. It's cool. It's really cool. I paid over 700 US dollars, almost 800 US dollars for this. And this one, oh shit, this one right here. This one right here was like I think did I pay $200 or $300 for this? So altogether I think I spent like $1,000 for both. Damn, that's a cool ass guitar. Appreciate that, Harris. What kind of wood though? That's a good question. Let me see if I know this one is a Yamaha. but I don't see any directions or any description, I should say, on what type of wood it is. So I'm not sure what type of wood it is. But I have a friend. He's a guitar enthusiast. So what he does is he buys a lot of guitars. Like he's got some cool ass guitars. You know what I mean? And he has a great collection. You went to guitar class. So at the moment, I'm self taught. I can join you till 25, 25th of May. All right, say less. I appreciate that. Again, for those who become members of the channel, I I'll be releasing songs that I've written, and all of my members I will set up for y'all your BMI, all of the song royalties that you need. You know what I mean? And that way you can start collecting royalties just by being a part of what I'm building. You know what I mean? I want y'all to also benefit from what I'm doing. So, and again, I have hundreds of songs. So you never know if one of those songs blow up. Yeah, you might make some money too, not just me. So that's what's up. That's something that I think I want to do. One day you'll be famous, I'm sure, but that day don't forget. Ah, bro. I don't know. I definitely won't forget y'all when it happens. See, I'm speaking it into being. When it happens, I will not forget y'all. When it happens, for sure, I won't forget y'all. You know. But that's how I try to live life, y'all. I try to live life where I know anything is possible. I never limit myself. I never try to doubt myself either. If I'm not confident, I will gain the confidence that I need. That's just me. Yeah, but just remember, y'all, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. That's how greatness starts. You know what I mean? And if you don't believe in yourself, I'm gonna believe in you. I'll tell you all that. If you don't believe in yourself, I'm gonna believe in you. Have you guys ever had a friend that hypes you up so much that you have to wonder, like, what the hell is this guy saying? Is he delusional? That's how I am. I'm that type of friend that will hype you up, bro. I'm gonna hype you the hell up. Don't forget this man for sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, for sure, bro. But that's how I am. I have a friend that he's doing really well as a business guy right now. But I remember when he thought about starting his business and he told some of our other friends about the ideas that he had. Nobody believed that it would work. Nobody believed that it was going to work. And he said it to me, and I was like, bro, that actually sounds like a good idea. That shit can work. You know what I mean? And lo and behold, after we put some work in, shit just blew up. So sometimes all you really do need is somebody to believe in your ideas. First, you got to believe in it yourself, but you also need somebody to believe in that idea. And then once you start working, then you'll be amazed how you grow, how things happen, bruh. So if you're on this live, and I want to let you know that I believe in y'all. I do believe in y'all, all right? Shit, bro, this guitar is really nice. Nah, this shit is nice. Why? This shit is nice. But if you guys have any crazy stories, I want to hear y'all's crazy story. One of these days, I will be going live and I'll play my first song for y'all. I said, play that song, the one that goes all night long. I can't even sing out loud. I don't want to wake up my little baby boy. Yo, your video is cool. I just saw it. Ah, for real. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've done a few music videos. You know what I mean? Harris, thanks. I needed motivation. I'm playing a very difficult piece for my tryout, bruh. You're gonna kill it, bro. You're gonna kill that shit, bro. Just put the work in. That's all you gotta do. Put the work in, and you're gonna kill it. I did a video. I think this was like 3 4 months ago, and I did a contrast on talent versus consistency. You know what I mean? Kamala, what's up, bro? Is this Kamala from Basic Training? Kamala from Basic Training. Kamala. So I know we had Kamara and we had Kamala. Is this Kamala that speaks? Seven languages. I want to know if this is my friend that speaks seven languages. So yeah. Oh, I got you. Oh, all right. That threw me off. I just got you. I got you. Oh, all right. All right. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. Come on. I say less. Say less. Say less. I got you in, my friend. I got you in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for doing that. I do have a friend. His name is also Kamala, and he speaks seven languages. You know, I met him during basic training, so that was really dope. Y'all have the same name. I have most of the song down. It's just the middle of the third page, I think. Hey, for sure, for sure, for sure, Ken. Oh, so again, once you have most of the songs down, that is also a head start for you. All you now have to do is double down on that aspect that uh you're doubting yourself on it. Just keep hacking at it, my guy. And I say practice makes progress, you know. Appreciate that. Practice makes progress. I don't believe in perfection. And I think that's where a lot of people, a lot of creators, they get stuck because they're trying to be perfect. Nah, bro, I believe in progress. Perfection, the only perfection I believe in is imperfection. Like, nothing is perfect. You know what I mean? So just keep pushing at it, bro. But when you do, Harris, hopefully you record it and send it to me, bro. I would love to listen to it or just watch you blow shit up, man. Watch you be amazing. That's what's up. You know what I mean? I got a lot of amazing people on the live, and I appreciate y'all for that. You know. You said you know six. You know six. All right, say less, bro. Say less. But y'all always believe in yourself first. No matter if nobody believes in you, always believe in yourself. As well as just know that I'm gonna believe in you. That's just me. That's just my modus operandi. So we're at 52 minutes on the live. Again, usually I will go live for 30 minutes to an hour. Again, so once I keep growing some more, I will be going live a bit longer. I'm still finding a format and a structure to the live, but hey, I'm not gonna wait until I find the structure or the format that I need. I'm just working until I figure it out, and that's all you got to do in life. Sometimes you just got to work and try to figure that shit out, people. But if so, we got Zach from Shell. Zach for Foreign Shell. The craziest story is I've watched my uncle get his ripple bit off by what the hell, bro? You watch your uncle got his bitten off by a raccoon? Fuck, what the hell, bro? Ah, shit! I can confirm I was oh shit! Toaster is saying he was a raccoon. God damn, Toaster, that's what's up, bro. I ain't judging you, my guy. I ain't judging you. But that shit is funny for real, bro. Yeah, Ripple is it's a very, I want to say, creative way of saying, the thing that you give the ladies. That's what he's doing. He's calling it a ripple. So midnight drive, city lights are falling like the rain tonight. Heartbeats dance underneath the neon light. Windows down, we're chasing every dream in sight, trying to hold the feeling tight. I like those rhymes, my guy. I like those rhymes. That is actually really funny. You wrote a song. Hell yeah, bro. The song that you wrote, if you want, I can turn it into music and I can send it to you for sure. Zach, bro, that shit is funny, bro. Having that shit bitten by a raccoon. Is that real shit, bro? Or did you just make that shit up? That's the question. Is that real shit or you just made that shit up? Ah. Is that real shit or you made that shit up, bro? That shit is funny though. So did they rush him to a hospital? Did he get like infected after he got bit? That's what I want to know. Did he get infected? Real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit, bro. Real life shit, bro. God damn, bro. I wrote it like a month ago. All right, for sure. If you want me to turn it into music, I can. I can have AI sing the song for you, and then you can tell me the style that you want the song in, and I can structure it, and then I can send it to you. And you can also publish it too. It's really up to you. You have a lot of people making money from AI music, y'all. This shit is real. This shit is real. All right. So he looked like he go to festivals to meet girls. Are you talking me? Are you talking me, Arcs? W2Y, are you talking me? And we got Zach saying we skinned the thing after, and yeah, he had to go to the hospital and do rabbit's treatment. Bro, that is wild, my guy. That is wild. Can you imagine when he takes out his ripple and a female sees it, like, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? Oh, he has rabies. I can only imagine. Yeah, he's definitely gonna get rabies from having a raccoon bite. Anybody else has a crazy story, but that shit was funny though. Harris Cafe 4 to 4 would work fine with that. Alright. Yo laugh and the whole world starts to glow like a fire only you could ever know. Every second move fast and moving slow, and I don't wanna let it go. Oh, oh, we run where we run where the wild winds blow. Oh, that sounds like a very cool chorus, my guy. That's a very cool chorus. I think I can work with that. I can work with that. I can work with that for sure. I can definitely work with that for sure. But yeah, any other crazy stories, y'all? Zach, that was a crazy ass shit, bro. That was crazy ass shit. Crazy, crazy ass shit. So here's another crazy story. This happened. I think this happened last night. This story happened last night. What's up, Aim? I like your shirt, man. God bless. Hey, God bless you too, Aim. So here's a real story that happened. So you had this guy. Um, he was sleeping with a married woman. This happened yesterday. At least I was told that it happened yesterday. He was sleeping with a married woman, and while he was there doing his thing, I think it was like I was told that this happened like 2 a.m. in the morning. The husband that she thought left for the weekend came back early, and she caught her wife sleeping with this dude. And y'all know what happened? This this dude literally shot the husband because there was some sort of confrontation, and this guy shot the husband. Y'all, that's a crazy ass story. I'm like, God damn, bro, like my guy caught you cheating, and you couldn't just like walk out. You shot him, and he died. So he's locked. He tried to flee, but police caught him and locked him up, bro. That's crazy shit. Okay, I'ma comment the song lyrics on one of your videos. All right, do that. And then what I will do, I'm gonna I'm gonna format the song for you, and I will ask for your email, and I'll send it to your email, and you can tell me if you like it or if you don't. Feel free to be honest. But I want to say thank y'all so very much for coming through, y'all. I do appreciate everybody that came through on the live, y'all. If you got a crazy story, give me that shit. Y'all want to hear that shit before I go to my bed. Give me that crazy story, bro. Give me a crazy ass story. I think the craziest story I've heard since I've been on live uh, was I forgot the name of the guy, but my guy said that he went to the wrong funeral. Like they had a relative that passed away, and he and his brother um, took a flight to go to the funeral, but they left like a day earlier, and I mean, I don't know if they weren't paying attention to the freaking time, and they showed up to a different funeral, and while they were there, they saw everybody crying. So you know, again, the idea was to go to a funeral, so they started crying too. And now they're looking at everybody in the church, and they don't recognize anybody's face. It's like there's none of our family members here, and they're like, "Why the hell are we crying then?" And then when they walk to the casket, the body was not their cousin's body, was somebody else. And my guy was like, "The hell, bro? We were literally just crying for no reason." And then they left. So that was really funny. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure, for sure, for sure. Um, and I did hit my one our mark. So I want to say thank you all so very much. I'm literally just coming from work, so I'm kind of tired. I ain't gonna lie. But again, my thing is no excuses. No, I don't make excuses. Even if I'm tired and I need to do something, I will do it. All right. Show up and win, no excuses. That's what's up. But I want to say thank you all so very much for joining me. Harris, I appreciate you. Uh, Keithan, did I say your name correctly, Keithan? I appreciate you. Zach, thank you for coming through. Aim, I appreciate you too for sure, for giving that compliment on the shirt. Everybody that made this live a success, I appreciate y'all so very much. Bro, I commented the lyrics on the Soldier Creed. I appreciate that. That's a good song, Soldier Creed. Soldier Creed. That's a good song. I'm gonna do it tonight though before I go to my bed. But I want to say thank everybody for making tonight a successful night. Um, if nobody has told y'all yet all day, I just want y'all to know that Laureate believes in y'all and that you guys can accomplish great things. Alrighty? So y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for all the new subscribers, man, for sure. And I think I'm going live tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow for sure. Not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow in my life, but it might be something else. But I'm definitely going live tomorrow. So y'all look out for that. It will be earlier. It will not be this late. So I'm thinking about going live tomorrow around 6 or 7 p.m. Hey, I love you too, Morax. That's how you say it? I maybe I said it incorrectly, but I love you too, man. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for coming through, y'all. See, it's morning for you. It's morning for me too. Shit, it is morning for me. And I was thinking about doing a 2 mile run in the morning. Oh, it is 11:30. God damn, bro. It is one. It is 1:04 for me right now. So time is really flying for me. Um, I think I'm going to get a new phone tomorrow. I'm getting a new phone because I did purchase. I purchased this y'all for $100, but this this was supposed to help me play the songs that I write on the live. So all the songs that I've written and I have them recorded, so I don't get any YouTube copyright strike. But no matter what I do, it will not play the song on the live. So I've given up on it. So I'm trying to see maybe if my phone is a problem. So I'm getting a new phone tomorrow. Hopefully it solves the problem. That way, while I'm here talking, I can play music on the live, so y'all can actually have something to vibe to. You know what I mean? We can have something going on. So that's what's up too. So appreciate y'all for coming through, y'all. I'm about to go sign out, go take a shower. You know what I mean? And go sleep because I do have a 2 mile that I want to run tomorrow. And that's one thing that I try to do. I try to hit the gym well, whether the gym or just run. So appreciate y'all. So appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Thank y'all for coming through. Again, remember that Laureate believes in you. All right, you are capable. You're capable and you're able. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out. I'm gonna look at the lyrics that you commented, my friend, and I'll make that song, and then I'm gonna ask you for your email, and then I'll send it over to you. That way you can have it and see how your actual work sounds. You know what I mean? Cody Weber, what's up? You ever seen a UFO? Or what are your thoughts on extraterrestrials? That's a good question, my friend. So this is what I think. Um, I've seen strange shit in life. I've seen a lot of strange shit in life, Cody. But I will not say it was a UFO. It's still, I want to say it's still inexplicable in my defense. But I do believe that we are not alone in the universe. I do believe we're not alone in the universe. Um, I've heard I've heard testimonies of people saying that they have met aliens. I know you've heard the idea that even like most of the technologies that we have right now, it is alien invented and they were passed on to us to keep them safe. I know you've heard about is it Antarctica? I think it's Antarctica. It's Antarctica, not Iceland. I think it's Antarctica where there is a wall that you cannot go beyond that wall because supposedly um, there's a different life form that lives up over there, and it is restricted uh, for us to travel. So, but I do believe that the world is too large just to be inhabited by human beings. I do believe that there are others out there, my friend. Yeah, just from a logical perspective, like there has to be. You know what I mean? We can't just be the only species in the universe. You know what I mean? So that's what I think, Cody. And as it relates to demons, Harris, it is highly possible that they're demons. Highly possible. It is engraved in almost every major culture. You know what I mean? Thank you, sir, for sharing your perspective. Appreciate the question, Cody. I appreciate the question. I mean, I can go deeper in the question, because it is something that I've thought about for a very long time. I've thought about it for a very, very long time. I've read a lot of books, not a lot, but I've read a lot of books. Um, and what I try to do, I try to scrutinize the author for the books. That way, I can know and understand where the source is coming from. You know what I mean? I am a Christian. Try to be at the very least. I got that. I got that. Harris. Um, being a Christian has, I want to say it has, the meaning has changed over the years as to what a Christian meant as opposed to what Christians are today. Um, I started my degree in theology, so I think I do have ample amount of information on Christianity and stuff like that because I studied it in university. There are many times when I've thought about talking on these topics that I've researched on, but I do know that it is a very touchy thing to do only because um, people can literally scorn or look at you with disdain based on your ideas. Not everybody is open enough to have a discussion about certain topics, and even after we've discussed these topics, be able to look at you the same way they saw you before you open your mouth. As Jesus said, by your words are you justified, and by your words are you condemned. A lot of people condemn you when you talk different from what they expect, and when you see life differently from how they see it. But I'm not like that. I'm more of the type of person to look at the person apart from the conversation that we've had. So that's just me. But I want to ask you, Cody, do you believe that aliens are out there, my friend? Um, what are your thoughts on extraterrestrial life form or UFO? Because there's supposedly a lot of UFO sightings that have occurred over the years. Some were demystified in the sense that it was staged, but there's still other, I want to say, occurrences that are still baffling scientists. You know what I mean? So, but again, I might leave these discussions for a later topic because, again, these are things that intrigues me. I'm not sure if you've ever heard about the Beni Elohims, or as Enoch calls them, the Watchers. You know what I mean? Um, who came and slept with human beings and created the hybrid, which is the Nephilims. So let me clarify myself. The Beni Elohims are not the Watchers. They are the offspring of humans and angels. That's how the history puts it. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were pure, and they took unto them wives, whomsoever they chose. And some scholars are saying that, yeah, this is why we had giants in the land back in the time of Noah. I've actually been reading Enoch lately. Yeah, Enoch's book is crazy, my friend. Enoch's book is crazy. I think what I want to do when it comes down to the book of Enoch is I want to research more about the authorship of the book. I want to research more about the authorship of the book because Enoch, as I can recall a lot of what Enoch spoke about as relates to the giants in the land, because as it were, God wasn't communicating with the giants. You know what I mean? Because they were of mixed blood. So from the perspective of Enoch, the flood came because the human DNA got tampered with. You know what I mean? And in order to restart humanity and wipe out the, I want to say, bad blood, so to speak, uh, with the contamination of heavenly beings and earthly beings, that is why the flood came in the idea that Enoch presented. From a more traditional Christian perspective, yeah, the flood, Noah's flood. From a more traditional Christian perspective, they're saying that the flood came due to the fact that if you read the book of Genesis, that men were like really evil, like really, really evil, and God got really fed up of the level of, I want to say, violence that mankind was perpetrating on the earth. And he was like, "Yep, I'm gonna wipe y'all out. I'm gonna wipe y'all out. Save Noah and his family. I'm gonna leave eight to restart the population." Y'all see that, y'all? Yeah, that is that tire that is hitting me right now. So I'm about to sign off, y'all. Again, appreciate y'all so very much. I know I said that I'm done, but I'm actually done for real. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay blessed for real, man. I don't want to ramble from a tired brain. I want to talk about these topics when my mind is fresh, so I can literally pull from the information that I've read. Hey, good night, Harris. Appreciate you for coming through. Alrighty.